Alright guys, this is where it's going to kind of get goofy, but it's my video, and the little video I did get, I didn't want to lose it and throw it away. So, running on a new 4K action camera, which I thought was pretty cool. Video looks pretty good. The problem being, you have to go through the settings and select audio to be on. So there is no audio on the rest of this video other than the voiceover. So that kind of stinks. You saw the deer come from the right to the left. The wind was actually blowing the other way, so you'd expect to come up from downwind side from left to right, which the way he came was fine. It was good for a shot, which I thought was about 30 yards, and I was wrong. My buddy pointed me out on that, and that was part of the reason why the shot was low. So it was a low shot, but it was a hit. You'll see here in a minute. In 20 years of hunting, this I thought was like, that's what I wanted to shoot. I thought it was like a high 4 or something, getting late in the season on archery. This was the Friday before rifle. I just wanted to shoot a buck. This is a property we may or may not have for a while in the future. Lots of strange things happen. It's surrounded by houses. It's just kind of, it's between 30 and 40 acres. It's not really a management property. But anyway, so I shot at the deer, sent the video to a few buddies, and my buddy Jeremiah that hunts with me there, he is like, that's that 8-point that we've been seeing on camera. And I'm like, no, I don't think that it is. So for whatever reason, it just kind of looked high to me. A smaller rack buck, but you'll see there's the arrow. I waited. I didn't have my iPhone. Just all the electronics, camcorder, all that stuff is just broken. It's just, been a terrible year for electronics, but made the best of it. That's dark red blood there on the bolt. I had gone over to my buddy's house to see if we could see if it was a hit or not, and it was kind of inconclusive. I thought it was, he thought it wasn't, and back and forth, and I really wasn't 100% sure. So I did go back. It's probably about an hour after I shot, and found the bolt, saw it was dark red blood, so backed out. Waited about 4 or 5 hours, and there you see the buck now. An 8-point, the one side was broken off. My one buddy's son was like, oh, that's a 7-point. I'm like, I know, man. That's the biggest deer I shot. This broke off. Give me 8 on that. So, Carter, thanks, buddy. Anyway, we gave it like 4 or 5 hours with, I knew it was gut shot, so we wanted him to just go and settle down and die. So, as you've seen, we did recover him. He was about probably 10 to 15 yards from going on to private property, homes and whatnot, that we probably would have not been able to recover him on. So we're very, very thankful. Praise the Lord that he died on the property that I've hunted for a couple years now. So this is the first buck I've shot off this property. In 20 years of hunting, a lot of people scoff. That's the biggest deer I've shot. You'll see we cleaned him up. It was kind of getting warm that night. I think it would have been good to let him hang, get him in the morning, but my buddy was kind of concerned, and he helped me get him cut, quartered up, and thrown in the cooler. So that saved me a lot of time. I appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, I think I was in shock over the whole thing. I've shot smaller bucks in the past, and it just has not been my luck, my cards to, it really made me proud to finally shoot a buck that size. There's lots of kids. 8-year-old kids have gone out one time and shot a deer a lot bigger than that, but years and years of hunting and just trying to do the right thing and be careful with my shots. I remember back in the day, it was years before I even got a shot at a deer. We were hunting with smoothbore 12 gauge shotguns in Pennsylvania. You had to be 12 until you hunted, and just the public land at that point, there weren't many deer there at all. So we did run across a few, but it was just a few trees away from me and my dad, and they'd come up beside my dad, and I was afraid, for his safety, not taking the shot, and just things like that. And just looking back at the footage, just unbelievable. I'll cut in some videos, trail cam pictures we have of him. We ended up getting, I think, about 50 pounds of meat off of him, about 40 pounds ground, and between the fish and tenderloin, there's about another 10 pounds there. We've had him on camera. He was, hear a lot about management and all that stuff, and, I'm completely behind that if that's what you want to do. Some people do just hunt for meat, and that's primarily what we've done through the years, and I have hunted off and on, lots of times pretty hard over 20 years, and it's mostly just been meat for the family. But on this property, this was the dominant buck. This was the biggest buck that we had pictures of. And on that same property last year, that was not the case. There was several deer much bigger than this. There's one, if you follow us on Instagram, Facebook, stuff like that, you'll see a picture of a pretty beautiful 9-point with a high, beautiful rack that haunts me in my dreams sometimes. But I'm just thankful we got it on video. I'm thankful for my buddy who was able to share in the night. Really, in many regards, kind of made it happen. We put the kids, didn't really think of it at the time, but it was kind of spotty. We tracked him a couple 100 yards, I guess, and just drops of blood. Some points there was a good amount, sometimes there really wasn't much at all. So we would just find the blood, have Judah and Lee stand there, and we would kind of just comb till we found some more. And definitely eagle eyes. There were some drops that there was like a single drop on a leaf, like the size of a tip of a pencil, not even an eraser hardly, and he found them. So anyway, that was very useful tip if you have kids, you need a recovery. I mean, I hope it doesn't really go this way for anybody. You like to make a much better shot, but definitely use something to mark where you saw last blood at, and definitely a 4 and 8 year old kid. They work for us, so hopefully here in the future we're going to have a lot more hunting videos and success stories for you. Judah is 8. This is his first year hunting, so we don't have any success stories for him yet, but I would just like to thank the Lord for the opportunity to hunt, and just his creation and creating these awesome animals that we can go out and hunt. And definitely my wife for all the years of being out there, and just being patient as I went out and did what I love to do. I love to fish, but I don't know. I love to hunt too. It's one of my favorite things to do, and it's kind of just you go and do it a long time. It's great to get the meat and all that stuff. Kind of like a Moby Dick story. It just kind of gets in you, and you like to shoot a nice buck. So I'm glad I finally did. I just love the family element of it with all the kids. Just excited. Thank my buddy Jeremiah for all he did in the process of helping retrieve it and cut it up. Would not be able to do it without you. And just to you guys, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. You probably already subscribed, or if not, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.